Hi everyone. So today I'm going to make another little video, obviously, for all you lovely people out there. I'm going to pull out a card for today, and this is probably what I'm going to do from now on, if I remember, and if I'm not in the middle of nowhere. Um, I'll try and pull a card for the day. If I remember, I'll try and take these with me as well. That's the reason why I bought this pack, because they're big enough to read, but small enough to put into a bag. So hopefully, if I remember, I'll take them with me. And again, as I was putting my key rings on my website, and as I was going through all my crystals and whatnot, I pulled some more out, and these ones will be put on my website. Again, by the end of the week, I'll try and get them up as soon as I can. But yeah, definitely by Friday. So before I pull the card of the day, before I do that, like I said, I've got some beautiful crystals. So I've got three necklaces and quite a big rock crystal rock, whatever you want to call it. A little bit too big to turn into a necklace, a little bit too big to turn into what I call a grid. You probably could use it as a grid if you do like grid work. Depends on what kind of grid work you're doing. I don't have any to hand. No, I don't have any to hand. But yeah, I will talk about this briefly because I've talked about this before about grid work. So if you're doing, so if you're a witch, pagan, Wiccan, if you follow that belief, which is nothing against that, by the way, because I am pagan myself. There's so many different ways of doing like grid work. There's so many different ways to do rituals. You can make a circle on the floor with salt. You can make a circle on the floor with crystals. You can make a circle on the floor with pretty much anything, because you can put almost anything on the floor. But the way I do an everyday grid work is I get a crystal maybe a little bit more bigger than these three. Normally quite bigger, a little more chunkier. A little bit too big to make into necklaces. And what I tend to do, I tend to use these as part of what I call grid work. And what I do, I buy little sticky hooks and I stick them to the ceiling, the hooks to the ceiling. And if I can, I'll try and take a picture and add it to the video if I can. I'll stick the little hooks to the ceiling and then I hang the crystal onto the hook. And I put that in every corner of the room. Say in this room that I'm in now, the bedroom, I've got 4 selenite in each corner of the room. We all know that selenite, I think I touched on this briefly in my last video. Selenite is a cleanser of energy. So whatever energy, it's a bit like obsidian. Obsidian gets rid of negative. Selenite, I would say, yeah, it does get rid of negative, but it's also, it gets I know what I want to say is just trying to get the words out. With selenite, it works through the energy. So with obsidian, it just repels it. Like I said, with obsidian, it's shiny. Some parts are shiny, so it reflects it away. With selenite, it works through the energy and destroys it that way. It's very hard to put into, well, I find it very hard to put into words because I'm not a very good. My vocabulary is not very large, you know. I went to state school, not private, so my vocabulary is not very big. So yeah, so that's what I do with good work. So this is a little bit too big for hanging from the ceiling, but I suppose if you've got a bedside table, or you've got a windowsill, or shelf, that would probably be quite good for that. What I'm feeling with this one, it would probably be good for like a bedside table or somewhere near your bed because it's rose quartz, and we all know that rose quartz is very good for love, very good for romance. So if your romance is a little bit dead and you need a little bit of a pick me up when it comes to that, yeah, that would be pretty good by the bed. So yeah, so I've got two. Sorry for the heavy breathing, guys. If you hear quite a lot of heavy breathing, my nose is all bunged up. I think I'm coming down with something. So I do apologise for the heavy breathing. If it comes across like that on the video. So that's why I keep stopping because I can't breathe with my nose. I've got 2 pieces of amethyst and another piece. I think I've got in total 3 pieces of black kyanite. And this one is the other piece. So I showed you one last night, and this is the other piece of the black kyanite. I think one of the pieces, I think I kept for myself, and I'll put the other 2. One is already on the website already, and I'll put this one on the website as well. Bear with me. No. Actually, I'll show that in the next video. Once I've finished making these into necklaces, because you're missing what I call the string part of this. Once I've finished finishing these off, I'll show you the string part. It's very nice coloured string part to it. I used to use like a leather string, as I called it, leather string. And as nice as it is, it goes really, really well with the necklaces. I don't feel that it's strong enough for the necklace, as a necklace. So I've used this, I found this other string, or cord as they call it, and it's well, it's, I would say it's cheaper than the leather, but it's stronger than the leather, if that makes sense. So once I've done that, put string on these, I will show you what they look like after, so you know kind of what you're buying. But it's not about the cord; it's about the crystal itself. Now, yesterday I kind of done a little bit of brief talk about the kyanite. Again, strength, focus, protection against energy, negative energy. I want to add to this as well. Forgive me for saying this wrong. What was it? Okay, I was going to say astral travel, but it's not. It's ancestry. ancestry. Like I said, my vocabulary is not very strong. So it's to do with uh, like knowing yourself, knowing where you come from. There probably isn't a better word to describe ancestry, but knowing who you are, where you come from, helping you to connect with your family and maybe even your past lives as well. That's kind of what I'm getting with kyanite, as well as what I said in my last video. Amethyst. This one, whoever gets this one is really lucky, because at the top is a very deep purple. I'm getting quite a lot of strong. We all know that amethyst is very good for spiritual work. But I'm also getting really deep with this one, very deep healing. With this one as well. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting with this one as well. If no one, yeah, so that's what I'm getting with. So if no one gets this one, then maybe I might have it for myself, but it will be on the website. So yeah, very nice crystal, that one. And this one is not as dark. It is amethyst, but it's more. It looks more like clear quartz than anything, but it is definitely amethyst. Even though it's amethyst, I'm getting the words high vibration with this one, or high. I'm getting. I use the word high vibration. I'm getting high vibes with this one. So, like I said, I will try and get these on the website as soon as possible, as well. So that's the crystals for today. Like I said, I don't promote my crystals enough. I just finished off my key rings. They're all on my website. Actually, I'll keep these on in frame while I shuffle my cards. So I do, but I don't promote my crystals enough. As always, my website is in the description below. All the crystals that you buy, I will personally handle. There is no, I was going to say there is no middleman, in the sense of they're not in a factory somewhere. There are actually, I'll show you where I keep them. And it is work in process. Let's see what I do. Just do that. So, they're all kept over there. So there is no middleman. So if you make an order, it'll come to me directly. I'll handle the parcel directly, and it will go straight to the post office, and then hopefully straight to your house or wherever you live. There is no middleman, just the postman. So, and what I tend to do, is if you make an order, I do, like I said in my previous video, I do put a little bit of love into the crystals as I'm making them anyway. I do put a little bit of healing in them as well. But what I tend to do is, as you make the order, I'll hold on to it, and I put a little bit of love and a little bit of healing in there just to give it that little bit of extra boost as well. If that makes sense. So, yeah. And again, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, young, old, middle-aged. It doesn't matter. I'll still put a little bit of love in that crystal, regardless of what crystal it is. So I am slowly learning how to learn different skills, different healing techniques and whatnot. And also, if you make an order and you want me to do something specific to your order, like, I don't know, use a little bit of Palo Santo, use a little bit of sage, just to give it that little bit of extra cleansing as it's going through its travels to wherever you're living, I can do that. Again, just leave a message below when you make the order, so to speak. But yeah, anyway, so once I've finished throwing my cards around, I'm just gonna back to pull a card from my deck. There is special offers on my website as well. So if you buy 2 crystals, I think there's 2 for 15 at the moment on my website. So there is that as well. So I'm just shuffling the cards for today. Oh, what I've... Sorry guys, I'm making an awful mess here. Some people say if you drop cards on the floor, that's the cards you're supposed to read, but which I do. If I was giving someone a reading, that's what I would do, but just going with what I'm feeling at this moment in time. Right, so your card today is Behold Beauty. I think I read that right. Behold Beauty. So, as we all know, a couple of days ago was the first day of autumn, and things are starting to change. The weather is changing. I've noticed the last couple of days it's gotten a lot colder, and I noticed that the trees are starting to turn pretty quick, especially where I live. Turning a nice brown, orangey colour. So it's one of those, if you ever go out in nature and you see something really beautiful, you know, hold on to that feeling, hold on to that thought. If you're lucky enough to own a camera, take a picture of it. Because when you go back to your busy lifestyle, you're going to forget how beautiful that moment is. And we need to hold on to that love, that beauty, that Mother Nature or life gives us. When you hold on, guys. So again, you probably I'm gonna let you guys read the card because not very good at reading and writing. So hold on, guys. I'll be right with you. So yeah, I quickly just read the message on the bottom. Um, Especially the last bit. Uh, Fortunately, works both ways. And I don't know about you guys, but I noticed at work in one of my jobs, um, for a while, people have gotten lazy, and there's one person, not saying who, is lazy. And this morning, I had to remind him that hourly he was getting the same wage as me, and he needs to get his backside in gear and do some work, basically. Long story short, um, kept saying that I'm supervisor, kept saying that I'm the what's the word? What's his words? That I'm the supervisor and I'm a professional. To me, that's an excuse for him to quote skive off, to get himself out of trouble if things come to a head. And I kind of gently told him that it works both ways. I get the same wage as him. So if the what's it hits the fan, that not only will I get into trouble, everybody else will as well. And it kind of worked. He done things that he doesn't normally do. So yeah, it works both ways. Um, Hopefully that might make sense a bit. A bit. So yeah, hopefully that card relates to you. It does kind of relate to me as well. Um, Again, in the picture is full of colours, full of light, and now the days. So you got 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. So even in this picture, there's quite a lot of light and quite a lot of darkness. Um, I also feel that it's again a lady with her back to the person, like to us as the seer. She's turned her back on us, so I'm feeling it's okay to walk away from certain situations and knowing that you're the better person, even though you may not feel like that, or you may do feel like that. Maybe you do feel like you're the better person. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. So I hope you all enjoy today's video. It's not something I'll be doing every day, but something I've gonna try and do, like a little video every day. Of course, I'm gonna run out of things to talk about. Of course, I'm gonna run out of things to film, but we'll see. Give me ideas, guys. Give me ideas. I like it when you give me ideas. So on that note, have a lovely rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you hopefully, maybe not tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Thursday. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.